Hello everyone, it's Jeanette, Crafty Dork. I'm here with a video. Today the 100-day project is blue and yellow. So what I'm doing is making some embellishments that are blue and yellow. So it looks a bit messy on the table here, so let's just clean it up a little bit. I've chosen to use napkin. Let me just take one out so it's not all shiny. And these the ones that I got in my stash, I bought them off of eBay. So what I did, I used a piece of vellum like this, 12 by 12, and with a glue stick I stuck it onto the napkin onto the vellum, and it's worked out really well. I'm actually using my husband's phone today, so I might be able to pause a bit. What I did, I cut out the butterflies, and then I also worked on some of the little bits that were around the edge, and I used my Martha Stewart little punch there, cut out some of the little ones. Then I've got a whole little box of different punches, so I used that one and cut out these. And then what else did I have? This little one, because there was some daisy type there. And then this little box, you can see there's all sorts of little shapes, so I've just chopped a few of those. What I did with these two here is I basically, and I mean this isn't rocket science, I just popped my punch in there. I got the little yellow dot right into the center and punched, and that's cut it out beautifully. So I've got little daisies there to play with, and then I've also got the little pieces of like twigs, I suppose they are. And then this one, it's a little bit hard for me to use anyway, with just holding it and punching. So what I did with this one, I also centered, whoops, no, I've got to get used to which way to go, that way. And then I just popped it onto my bench top and pushed it down. Whoops, it did. And that came out really nice too. Just a nice little flower that can pop onto something. Okay, so some of the things I did while I was working out what I wanted to do, I looked to see what sort of paper clips I had, because I've got quite a few, and I liked the idea of the gold, and I had two sizes of the gold, a little bit bigger than the other, not very much at all, but they're a little bit bigger. Then I had some silver big pins like that. Then I had these, and this is really rough. You cover the silver piece with material or whatever, like you would a button, and then this is the back of it. And I got these from eBay a long while ago, and then that clips onto that, and you've got a base, whoops, a daisy, a base for your butterfly. Now what I did to get that effect was the white napkin that's left behind when you tear off the part you want. I stuck a couple of pieces together, and then let's make sure there's nothing under there, and then I just cut out a piece like that. I just put a little bit of my glue stick. On there like that, and just smoothed it out just so that it would take on there, and then just ran it around the edge. Oops, I'm not in the camera, sorry. Just so that when I came down the edges to push it in, it's nice and smooth. And that's covered it up really nice. And you could do that even with your patterned napkins. Now hopefully this is hot. Not quite, but we'll see how much we get. What I did was, because it's napkin and not material, I put quite a bit of the hot glue in there, and then just pressed the back in. So that's not going to go anywhere. A little bit seeped out of there, but I'm not worried about that. Then I put a butterfly on there. I haven't got one cut out, have I? That would be right. So I did a big one on there. What if I put one of Tim Holtz's on it? Like that. So you can see they look really nice, and you can even pop a big one on there. And that's going to... And the way that I'd use those, I'll use this one as a... I'll just sit down a minute. So you could use it inside on a, and I'm out of camera, inside on a pocket, to just pop it on a pocket just to give a little bit of something different. You can pop it on, where's a page that's fairly plain, even there. Put it on the top, have a butterfly sticking out the top of your page. Side of your page. If you didn't want to have it as big, you could bring it down a piece on there. But I think more with this type, I would use it inside to go onto a pocket or something like that. And they're quite cute. Then I've got these others that I did. I'll show you the crazy one first. So what I did was cut the top of the paper clip and then curl the ends to give it they're not quite as straight as they should be, but you get the idea. So that's a little bit of fun as well, and that can be used on the top of a page. It didn't work out as well as what I thought it was going to be. I put too much glue at the back, but that was just playing around. These other ones I've just stuck like that, so that can go down on the top of the page. That was the crazy one. This one I put it the pin the other way so that we can have him going onto the page. And there's another one that's just a little bit bigger. So they're a little bit cute, so I'll make one with you and just show you. My first idea was to join two of them together so that they would look, you know, that you'd have the same on both sides, but it didn't really work out. This one I put on a piece of cardstock and hid the pin. These I just hot glued onto the back. So what I'll do is just quickly, that one's got a bit of a, so I hope everybody's well. We're all good here. It's a nice day today. I've just gone out and watered my garden, and then I thought I'll pop in and see how we go with using Peter's Peter's phone today to see what happens with my you watch. And I won't have to, I suppose I could have stopped this to try, couldn't I? Let me stop and I'll be back. I'm back again. I've cut out a few of the butterflies and I've cut out a few little pieces there. I've also put my glue stick over some vellum, and I can show you, there's a couple of bits there, because I thought I might try a pocket. So what I'm going to do is just pop this on here. Now it's a bit awkward because I'm the vellum is curling, because when I did it the first time I had the 12 by 12 piece, which was the same size as the napkin actually, so that worked out really well. So there we are. That's how easy it goes on, even though it was a little bit curly to start with. And then I just trim it off. So then we've got, I'll just curl it back the other way. We've got our piece of vellum covered tissue paper. I've also got a couple, I printed out some of Tracie's new kit impressions. Absolutely lovely, I love them. I've printed them on presentation paper, and I thought we might sort of decorate one of those. A tag, and I've printed a few of those out, and there's the plain back of the tag. I think Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures has done a tutorial already on the kit, and Tracie herself has done. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So we'll get those out too. That's not quite yellow, but it's a yellowish background. So I'll pop that away aside to dry a bit, and we'll get my bigger scissors so that I can cut these straight, and we'll perhaps use this little one here. Just decorate one of them up a bit. Just take a slither off the corner there. Like that. Now, blue and yellow is our colours. So what I'm going to do is just tinge that around the edge with my weathered wood. To bring the, and I don't think I need my heat gun, so I'll just hang her up so that we don't get burnt. These are gorgeous. They've got beautiful splats all over them. So just pop a bit of blue. So even though these are the sepia colour, you can still introduce other colours to them. That's what's so good when you have a neutrally background like that. And I'm going to have one of my butterflies on there because I can. And because the back of this is some vellum, and I've left the needle out of my glue, so it's being a pain. So I'm just going to pop the this glue on. It adheres vellum very well. Done quite a few times. Just up the antennae. So there we have our blue and yellow coming into this theme, and it's on there beautifully. I love your butterflies, Tracy, but I just wanted to do something a bit different. Seeing we're having a blue and yellow theme, so poor thing's got his wing cut off, but just has to be today. So we've got that. Then I thought we might pop a couple of these little flowers on there. So I guess it's just putting my little twist onto Tracie's tag, making it to suit my purpose today. Up there. Now, I've also done a couple of small butterflies. Actually, what I might do is, I don't know, let me just see where we're at here. Yeah, with the, I'll just bring these over, these little bits that I punched out with all the punches. So I'm just going to put a few extra little butterflies around. This one, we might pop him down here. And then we've got these little baby ones. This would be my most used punch, I think. Another little one there. And then I've got to have one more because you can't have odd numbers. Well, I can't. I don't like odd numbers. I mean even numbers on a page. If I go and buy things at the supermarket, I've got to have even numbers. Like I can't have 3 pairs, I've got to have 4 and all that sort of rubbish. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Now I'm just going to get one of these to go on the back. And I probably could have printed them onto copy paper or onto a page that I've got printed, you know, like a plain background. But I just wanted to pop them both on together. You could make the pocket in them like Wendy did, which is fantastic. I love that idea. And I will sew these, so I will just quickly go around those like that. Now that I can stop the picture, and that's amazing. So I'm glad Peter said yes when I asked him if I could have a lint of his phone. I can see me getting one. It's just that my iPhone, you can't pause it. But hit the Samsung, you can pause. So it might. And my phones at the moment, they are dying. They need to be charged so often. So it's probably on the cards to get another one. But we'll just, I want to be able to go down to the phone shop and pick out and talk about it and all that stuff, so we will wait. Oh, wrong one. You get in the habit of doing vintage photo and okay. So now we probably need a label, and let's get, oops, daisy. So we want a blue tinge, don't we? One of these. Where are they? I've got some blue ones here somewhere. I always try that one, but I've not yet been able to. Something about it, I think. That's too, it's not the right colour blue. Well, that's not quite, let's not go on for a week looking, but I will just have a look in these, the numbers ones, just see if I can get a God, I've got more stuff here than you need. Then I thought I might, I did cut out a couple of, here they are, yeah. Perhaps one of those just sticking out. I've got some of my pieces here. That's not right. That's two. I think that's two. Let's see. Not too bright, I think. That's that's better. I'm just thinking whether I punch. And that's the Stampin' Up whale tail. That's I was very lucky to get that one. I like that. I don't know why. And the other thing I could have done is just popped a hole in it and put some sari silk or something through it. But yes, I like that. Okay. So we did that. Yeah. I'll just stop the camera and I'll sew around that. Okay, I'm back. I've sewn around the edges there. My machine is giving me grief, as you can see there, but it's a messy sew around, so that doesn't matter. What I thought I'd do now is just make a little pocket for it to go onto a page, and I'm going to do that with the vellum. I'm going to see how we go scoring it. If it doesn't work, I'll have to turn off and stitch around it and make it a pocket that way. But I thought I'd just do 3/8 of an inch down that side. Yep, across the bottom. So I'm not sure, I've cut it 5 1/8 by 5 actually, by the look of that. So where are we? We've got 1, 2, and this one's 3. So I've just done that at 3/8. And I'll just trim off. It might be easier for you to see on this side where I've scored. I'm just going to trim like that. Like that, and fold along those score lines. Oops, there's the ambulance. And I might just do a little bit of a, oh, it stopped close too. That's no good. So I'm just going to pop it like that. Would be nice stitched, wouldn't it? I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I could get used to having this phone. Okay, so there's the pocket, and I've just stitched around it. Still a little bit messy because it's messy, but I'll deal with that. I can handle that. Okay, so I'm just going to have it sort of to the bottom a little bit because of the tag, being a tall tag. So that will go there. The tag will go in there. To tone this in, or tie that in, if I can find it. Where did I put the rest of it? There it is. I'm just going to pop some of that across the bottom there, and I want it so that it's a bit wider. There we go. Got to remember to get back over here. So that's just tied that back in to the top. So that's got the blue, we've got the yellow bits through there, and that's decided not to stick down. Oh, it does look messy, doesn't it? Okay. Messy, messy. Okay, you can see a little bit of that through the page. I think that's quite nice. One last bit and then I better call it a day, or I'm going to end up having all night downloading. There we go. Okay, so I really didn't show you any of those paper clips, but I think you get the gist of how they were done. Just pop that in between the cardstock. If you've got these, you'll know how to use those anyway. Where's this little one here? This is the one. This could quite easily just there, have just a little bit hanging out. Here's a bit of a dag, this one. No. But these you could just hang, oh there, look. Or to the side. Cover up my messy stitching. And that's a real butterfly page, isn't it? Where's this other little one? I like those. So all I did with those was just glue it onto the back. So thank you very much for watching and bearing with me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, pardon me, and please comment. I love hearing the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay happy, healthy, and until we meet again, happy crafting, and bye for now.